Nancy, it's Ned.
Hi, Ned. Sorry, the reception is a little bad here.
So when are you getting in? I've got the perfect romantic getaway plan for the two of us. Took a lot of work to put together, but it's going to be worth it.
Well, there's been a hang-up. Sorry.
Of course there has. Does this mean I have to cancel our plans again?
Yes, but I promise I'll hurry home as soon as possible.
I've heard that one before.
I'm sorry I can't be more available, but I'm in the middle of something pretty important here.
So what? I'll just hang out at home being bored? Nancy Drew, international sleuth, gets to go out adventuring, while Ned stays at home. Again.
I'm sorry you're not having a better time. If you're not having fun, then go out and have fun.
You know what? Forget that I even said anything. I can see that I'm not that important to you. So forget it.
Fine.
Fine.
That was not great.
Nancy Drew, is it? I understand you and I have much in common.
I'm not so sure. I don't believe we've met officially.
Meet officially? What? With papers and a stamp? What is this? Meet officially? Silliness. I am Renate, officially, and you are Nancy, officially. Is that official enough for you? Should I invite a third party to witness the exchange, maybe?
No, that's all right. What did you mean when you said we have a lot in common?
Perhaps I'm wrong about that. You are here for the monster, yes?
Yes.
This is not a wise thing to do, especially not for you.
What do you mean?
Let me tell you what I know. You're here for the monster. Now I tell you something you don't know. This monster, he's here for you.
What makes you so sure of that?
I'm a storyteller, Nancy. I deal in fate and tragedy. And when a young girl suddenly finds herself called to a monster's lair, it is always the first breath of a tragedy. I should know. Leave while you still can, Nancy.
I'm not going to do that.
I didn't think that you would. You're part of this story now.
Do you think the stories are real?
I know. I think some part of the story is. I do not know. But you need to live as if it was true.
You said I know. What do you know?
I'm an old woman who speaks many languages. When I'm tired, sometimes the words do not behave as they should.
You're right.
You know the expression truth is stranger than fiction?
Yes.
It is true, especially here.
Where are your favorite places to visit?
The places with the best food. The people in the north are dull as mud through dirty spectacles, but they make a knockwurst and apple fritter that will take up residence in your soul. Oh, and in the Black Forest they make cakes, these chocolate cakes with cherries and cream. Oh, what I would give for one right now. There is nothing like having a full belly and taking a nap near a fire.
That does sound nice.
It is. Sweet food is my one true weakness in this world. It isn't great for the old teeth. It makes me fall fast asleep. But those are small prices to pay. Oh, all this talk has made me hungry.
Have you heard much about this monster?
Let me tell you a story a friend told me. She stayed here with her family a long time ago when she was a young girl. Back then the woods outside the castle walls were a very dangerous place, especially for a little girl. That's why her father told her she was never going to the woods alone. This little girl? She had a small red scarf that came all the way from India. It had a parade of gold-stitched elephants, all walking in a line. She was very proud of it, and how far it had travelled just to belong to her. One day when she was playing in the field, a gust of wind carried the scarf deep into the woods. When the girl's older sister saw her walk into the forest, she tried to stop her, but it was too late. She couldn't catch up. 2 girls went out into the woods. One came back.
What happened?
There were monsters in the woods that night.
What kind of monsters?
Does it matter what kind? That girl never came home, never saw her family, her friends ever again. Who cares what name, what kind of monster it was? That means nothing.
The story about the girls. Who is this friend who told it to you?
You wouldn't know her.
I'm just curious. Is she your age? Is she from here?
Why won't it matter to you? Leave it alone.
Why are you here?
I'm a traveler, much like you. I see the world. I tell stories.
But why are you here now?
I do not know yet. If our time together is a comedy, then I was brought here by coincidence. If our time is a tragedy, then it must be fate.
What did you mean when you said I was part of the story now?
You'll figure it out.
I think you're just trying to scare me.
And if I am? Is that such a bad thing? You have good reason to be afraid.
Afraid of what?
If you don't know by now, look around. Think. It is a dangerous time to not know who you are and who other people think you might be.
What do you think of Anya?
You ask me? She should be in charge of this castle. She's smart, she's strong, she actually understands the history of the castle.
Why is that important?
When I'm here, I try not to tell the stories of what has happened at this castle.
Why not?
Fate has a cruel habit of digging in its claws when tempted. But I will say this. In the event of disaster, I'd rather have Anya in charge than Karl.
Why don't you tell stories about the castle when you're here?
This land, this castle, has known more than its fair share of misery. There is a saying from where I'm from. When death goes to take a ride, he follows the road that serves him best.
If that's what you believe, why are you here?
My affairs are mine alone. And anyway, a good storyteller knows to leave the big reveal for the end.
What if I don't want a story? What if I just want to know why you're here?
You're very persistent. I was right to like you. Still, my life's work is words. I know them well. When to speak. More importantly, when to stay silent.
I'll let you go. Bye.
Goodbye, Nancy.
What did you do to Ned?
Hi, Frank.
I'm serious. You better hope his brain is under warranty, because you have broken it.
Oh, no. Is he really upset?
I've never seen him this upset before. Joe's working overtime to cheer him up. I don't know exactly what's going on, but you might want to give him a call. Ugh, this connection is awful. Give me a call when you've got a better line. Let me know what you're up to. Joe and I will keep an eye on Ned.
See you later.
Catch you later.